Now let's talk about internships. One of the next questions that comes is what kind of internships should I do? Most people think that either it has to be law firm or in-house counsel, and law firms, in-house counsels are always picked from law firms. That's not true. In fact, I would strongly suggest that when you're applying for internship, do not apply for an in-house counsel internship right in your third year or second year. First, get your basics of litigation clear, get your basics of corporate law clear, understand how things work, have your property law clear, and then second, there is nothing called in-house counsel job. There's always an industry specific job. I want to work in IT industry. I want to work in manufacturing sector as an in-house counsel. You do that, you become specific, and trust me, there are not many people who do that, whose profile are very specific to a particular industry, and each of these industries have thousands of jobs as in-house counsel. For instance, IT industry. So focus on building special, not specialization per se, but focus on building knowledge of applicability of different kind of laws that apply to that particular industry. And second, certain general laws. I'll be discussing that part in later. So your internships ideally should be that before you apply for an internship as an in-house counsel, you should have done some internships. You should have done some amount of internships, at least with a trial court lawyer, with a district court lawyer, and a high court lawyer. These three things you have to do by default. If you're doing these three things, after that, work with a mid-sized corporate firm so that you understand how work works, how things work, how professionalism works, and then you go to an in-house counsel job. And you will be performing really well in those internships, because see, when you really want a job, always go there when you're prepared. Always do those internships. Stop interning in second years just for the sake of it. And when you ask anybody who's gotten an in-house counsel or legal counsel job, they do not place too much importance that in your 5 years you have done 10 internships with different legal departments, because honestly each legal department of each company has a different function and they vary a lot. What they see are what are the legal skills that you have, and so it's a good idea to target internships with legal departments in your 5th year or mid or 4th year. Do not wait before that. Build specialization and knowledge. Focus on knowledge building before that. So yeah, one of the main thing, if you're not from a tier 1 university and you know ki company is not going to pick from your college, and you have to approach on your own. You have to do everything that is there to get that in-house counsel job, because companies do not come to your college. So what's the best way to do it? The best way to do it is first shortlist what are the top 10 legal departments that are there in your state, in your city right now, or in the country, if you are ready to move out for these jobs. Then see what are the different laws that are applicable, what is the different kind of specializations that they require. Shortlist these beforehand. Then reach out to somebody who is working there through LinkedIn. Talk to them about the kind of work they do. You'll have a fair idea about how shortlisting process works. A lot of these, at least if not most, a lot of these do not have very specific internship programs, and these are ad hoc basis. The person who is the junior most, if he needs help, he or she needs help, they can hire an intern. They do not have a provision of having interns every month, or they don't get a lot of applications, and their HRs are busy with a lot of other things than internship for their legal department. So it's a better idea to reach out the concerned person specifically through LinkedIn, have a social media presence, or through a referral.